Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Gophers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Rides the back on the option to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not...
What a play by this defense! Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making a play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Trying to find the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Taylor.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Golden Gophers get enough for the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect run as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young. DeBosa's Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, when the crowds go...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
There he goes. He's at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Minnesota!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Donaldson. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progression.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Runs for the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick pass on the fly motion. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Kentucky. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Finds his tight end. They'll stop him short of the line to gain. Stopped him just short of the 20 at the 19. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Using his legs, it's ball. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Single back formation, and they give it to him. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Walsh. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. This offense has it with really good field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. To the ground. He's got it again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean,